Welcome everyone. This is your host Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. First of all, this channel is proudly sponsored by Durandal. Durandal is a tabletop role-playing game set in the times of Charlemagne's court with mythic chivalry and legendary warriors. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by the Red Room Publishing. Please check out their store for exclusive tabletop RPG products. They have recently released Savage Sword. Savage Swords is inspired by Conan the Barbarian and other sword and sorcery style of stories. You get to explore ancient civilizations and confront nightmares. Forgotten nightmares. You will find the link in the description and in the pinned comment. This channel is also proudly sponsored by Dead Tree Studios, the publishers and developers of Dames of Asstoria, a tabletop role-playing game where you play as monster girls, experiencing high adventure in a world that doesn't fully accept them. They have recently released Daughters of Lamb, Pay What You Want tabletop RPG, where you get to play as cybernetic nuns with guns, looking for the missing pieces of their AI god. You will find it in their website. The links will be in the description and in the pinned comment. Now, a moment, please, while I maximize. Okay, today I am continuing the solo campaign featuring Dragonbane, the solo tutorial. As always, I'm going to make it as clear as possible when I am playing the role of Garman, the Reckless, my adventurer. If you haven't seen the other parts of this solo campaign, please check out the playlist in the description below. We're still moving through the Deepfall Bridge. And so it begins. As Garman continues his journey through the tunnel, he reaches the end, opening into a new area. As he remembers the words of the old Wolfkin, blood water gathers and forms a river, emptying into a mist-covered lake within a boundless cavern. The ferryman, a being of many names, will guide ye onward for a prize. Garman can see an underground river with a skeletal looking figure completely shrouded in a brown tunic. The cowl of the tunic hides the face of the individual. The individual is standing on an odd looking boat. The figure holds a long pole and extends his left hand towards Garman. The gesture of receiving something. As Garman, I speak. So you are looking for payment. Will gold coins suffice? I roll on the fortune chart to determine the answer. The figure clutches its hand. It shakes with rage, jumps off from the boat, and extends his hands in a claw like gesture Towards Garment. I draw initiative. The skeletal looking figure pounces on Garment, clawing at his neck and eyes. As Garment, I attempt to quickly sidestep to the right. Terrified of being struck by the claws. As Garmin, I exert all of my willpower to dodge effectively, getting frightened in the process. I push my roll to roll again. Successfully dodging to the side. I immediately drop the torch and strike forward with my spear, aiming for the center of the individual's body. The spear finds its mark. But the creature's body is much sturdier than expected. The spear almost seems stuck for a moment, but no blood produced. Drawing initiative once more. As Garman, I take a quick step back and thrust once more with the spear. It connects. This time the spear goes through the figure with a crack. At the moment the spear proceeds deeper into the body, and the figure collapses into bone. Garman can see that it was a shrouded skeleton. As Garman, I take a step back, take a quick breath, regain my composure, pick up the torch, and step onto the boat and proceed to employ the long pole to traverse the river. Garman can see a tunnel with the river coursing through its center. As Garman, I continue navigating the boat in the direction of the tunnel. I take advantage of this journey to rest. I take a stretch rest, feeling the exhausted condition. As Garman continues navigating his way through the underground river, he can remember the words of the old wolfkin, Ingolfer. Upon this lone isle stands mounds of bones, and alone, luminous tree. Gather blood red sap from the heart of the tree. Then use the calling stone to return to the chapel. Beware the raven sisters, two undead harpies, with mouldering wings and corrupted hearts. They abide no living trespasser on their isle. Remembering the words, as Garman, I move closer to the shore, many meters away from the area that lies ahead, and proceed cautiously, step by step, keeping the torch as low as possible, shielding its light with my own body. I make a sneaking roll to avoid detection from the undead harpies. Shaking uncontrollably at the thought of being devoured by the beast. I tense my body as hard as I can. I push the roll, becoming exhausted in the process. Garman makes his way towards the tree. There are many natural objects and structures, making it difficult to find the blood red sap. As Garman, I take the utmost care, examining each and every root, rock, stone surrounding and all across the tree. I examine the bark, looking for the most minute apertures to plunge my dagger and extract the sap. I make a spot hidden roll with a bane. Garman can find a small fissure between the two sections of slightly different tone on the tree trunk. As Garman, I proceed to extract the sap, taking as much as possible, getting it into my pack, not caring if it is stained by it. I lift up the calling stone and activate its magical power by rubbing it, and Garman returns safely to the chapel. And this concludes the session. It was a successful completion of the Soul Tree adventure of the campaign. But now I move to the final campaign, the final adventure of the campaign, the Orc's Forge. And this is going to be good. I imagine that is going to be the most challenging. The campaign could end up in tragedy. I have already lost my Mallard Knight, so it wouldn't surprise me if all of this comes to naught. That is the nature of tabletop RPGs. When you actually roleplay, you experience the fictional world, things are not always going to go your way. Now, when it comes to the encounter with the skeletal boatman, I obtained an extreme no when I was asking the boatman if he was accepting gold coins. He got offended. We will never know why he got offended. But extreme no for me means combat. Now, when it comes to the undead harpies, Garman, the reckless, despite being reckless, he's not suited for direct confrontations. He's all about ranged combat, attacking if there is no other choice, and being stealthy, hiding, sneaking, almost like a thief. He's a fighter that plays a bit like a thief, or perhaps even a hunter. But just very exciting. I hope I survived the Orc's Forge. The progress was so good. I didn't even trigger the random encounter. No delays experienced. So thank you once more for watching this solo tutorial actual play of Dragonbane. Don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And thank you so much to those of you that are going the extra mile to support the channel. If anyone else wishes to further support the channel, consider joining as a member using the super thanks button. Take a look at the information in the description, the pinned comment. This has been your host, Abraham L. Jaguar, a professional game master. And remember, it is better to roleplay and fail in character than not to roleplay and fail as a player. Once again, thank you and later.